Hello and welcome to Dario's Comic School, and today we'll take a look at finished artwork on the page. And this video, I guess, will be called the ability to do pages, and what I mean by that is to do pages, to start a page and to finish a page, and then to color it. I could have done a screen capture of this, but I wanted to show you the process on the page, and then what it looks like on like the finished piece on the PC. Let me show you a second. Maybe this could be a good thumbnail. But yeah, I'm just filming from the screen, not the best quality, but bear with me. Why this is important. I usually sleeve these then up and put them into my folders. And I will go into the art supplies and the pencils I used. Wait a second. This is what I used, and then a bunch of microns and stylers. Here we have them, and imagine a bunch of microns also. Okay, this is called the ability to do pages. When you do comics or projects, it is very important to start a page and to finish a page, and then to probably color it up and then ship it. Like Seth Godin has a great book, and he says, like, start the thing, finish the thing, ship it, and then do it again. And this is a habit of starting, finishing, shipping it, and then do it again. Like, it's a 4-step process. And what it teaches you to become better with each time. This is like reps and sets in the gym. It's like good habits of eating healthy food or going for a walk, stuff like that. Stuff that gets you in the upward spiral. After this one, we'll have a video that goes into the topic of that. So, here I smeared some of the ink because it wasn't dry, and I touched it up, and then I went over it with some Uniball kind of whiteout. But yeah, this is for 2 posters. One that's going to be tonight, and so the process is clear. I laid out blue lines. Here we have one blue line left. I erased all the other blue lines. That's why I had some smearing, because ink wasn't dried up yet. I use a Pentel brush pen, but I'm not sure if I am using original ink. So maybe the ink I bought, the consistency is a bit different. It's a bit more liquid than it used to be. And yeah, let me walk you through this. So there was a flyer, but the flyer wasn't really fly or cool. And so I think I had to improve on that, because I'm playing this gig tonight too. I wanted to put myself right here, but I hadn't enough space. And so I wanted to create a cool flyer so that people, so that it doesn't look as generic. I mean, I'll show you in a second the painted up flyer, and when you see this on social media or on a poster outside, well, you're thinking, maybe I should go. This looks amazing. I had reference pictures, and as you can see, this one is in the background, so no full detail on him. The focus is kind of on the girl, on the singer, and I tried to draw her as beautiful as I can. A guy in the background, he's the DJ, I guess. Here a guy I know very well playing the guitar, and then like this is kind of the centerpiece, this Lucky Flicks, had a good picture. The better reference photos you have, the better drawings you will have. And this guy is kind of like the money shot. He also looks good. I have to say, things that look good in person or on the artwork, on the page, doesn't have to be necessarily good, but it sells itself. Like if the quality of my video, if my shaky cam is bearable, if my English is better, you know what I mean? Like it all gets better with time and it sells itself. Yeah, and here, Traveler. So not the best page, but let you show you. I could have done a screen capture, but let me show you this way. Let's make this big. And then, well, I show you also the layers. This is just one layer, but usually, let me show you another one, this one. This is the PDF. And the PDF usually, I have an old video. I might link it down below, how I do my scannings and how I then put it together. But I do just the inks. This is just like the ink lines. You see this? The ink lines, and then I do just the flats beneath this, like this, and then there's just the background. Three layers, not more. I keep it stupid simple so that I can do it, but we will go into this in a second. But this is the JPEG, so no layers on this one. So I started out with just well, it's not the prettiest, I'm sorry, but just for showing. I will run you through this very quick and then do a different video when we'll when I will show you more artwork. But yeah, this looks like a bit better. Like they're getting light from underneath, so the lighting is underneath. I had photo reference I used, and that is an important thing. I just used my Marvel 36 colors, and I discovered this is like also a red, but it's also a brown, and this is what I'm using. I will do a screen captured video on this, so bear with me. This is just for showing. And then this Lucky Flicks guy definitely got some awesome yeah, some awesome painting and looks really good. As you can see, his t-shirt is white, and then with some bright blue I just brightened him up, and then he has some green trousers, very bright, and then I took a slightly darker green, just I would say midtones and shadows, midtone which is white, and then the shadow which is this, like to keep it really simple. As you can see also on the skin, just a midtone and then a darker tone to make the shadows. Not very complicated, just to keep it simple. And then I mixed up the colors. Again, I will show you these in a different video in a bit better quality, but let me show you the second page and then we will come to the art supply. This is then the second page I did, and on this page I wanted to do a bit better than the first page. Here we have already the ability to do better. And Warm in the Winter Club Bambule session, this is me. I will play next week with my guitar, and I thought, man, let's spice this up. Let's give me some Santa Claus vibes, and then Diana is playing, and then this girl Emily is playing. But Emily sent me how do I say, not the best. Like the picture was a bit unsharp, not high resolution, so this is the best I could do. And then Traveler, again my friend, he played, and this is the finished page. And this is how it looks. Pretty okay, I think, also from the layouts. And let's take a look how it looks then on the screen. Like it's a whole different fit on screen. Yeah, this is how it looks on the screen. Like, check this out. Club Bambule presents Warm in the Winter. A lot of things you can do with simple coloring. Freitag, which is Friday, 16 December, the date, the let me zoom in a bit. Let me show you. This is like the whole thing. You can see it also on my Instagram, but let's zoom in a bit. Okay, this will do. Maybe a bit too big. Let's give me another try. This is better. Like, this is Club Bambule presents Warm in the Winter. The choice of color, the choice of making shadows, and then I colored myself. As you can see, some Santa Claus vibes. This is my guitar. I tried to get as close as I could to the colors. I have here some blue and some teal. And these colors are, if I zoom in very, very hard, I will show you. This is how I colored. Like, can you see this? This is, it looks pretty rough, but it allows me to just select with a magic tool. As you can see, wait a second, here right now I'm in the flats. I can just select this with a magic tool and just select this. There are no soft edges, so if I want to change a color, as you can see, I can just pick one of these colors and change the color with something different, and there will be nothing that is not picked, as you can see. And the inks are over this, so it doesn't really show once you get it on the screen, or once you print it out, or once you change up. Like, I should work in 600 dpi, and once I resize it to 300, or I make this 150, all these hard edges will not show. That's usually how I do it. I should work at 600 DPI, and then resize it to 300, and then you will have smooth edges in the coloring. Like, all these hard edges will not be visible because they will be smoothed out. Yeah, but more on this process I will show you in a different video that's coming up. And so I painted myself, and I did the best I could. As you can see, like, I think this poster is already a step up from the first poster I did this week. The faces here, like Emily and Diana Zeidler, didn't really look as they look. They look good, but they didn't look as good as I could. So I reworked them digitally. I inked it again digitally. More on this process I will show in a different video. And yeah, I gave it my all, I gave it my best. And this is how it looks. And yeah, takeaways from this video. First of all, the ability to start and finish pages. The second, maybe to color it, or to bring it in a state of in a finished state where you can ship it. Like, this will be now printed. And third takeaway, that the first was good, but the second maybe was a bit better, or that you get in a habit of doing stuff. As you can see, this time I didn't smear anything because I was again reminded, okay, you have to, some of the inking, especially in the dark places, needs a longer drying time. So this piece with all the black spaces, I let them dry much longer than this one. And also while I was working this, I was much more aware on how to color stuff and how to just get a faster workflow. And another thing, the final thing on this paper, I use very cheap art supply. Art supply used to be very expensive, and now it's kind of, I would say, affordable, almost cheap. This paper has how much? 300 grams. It is a thicker paper. As you can see, it's kind of, it weighs a bit, and it has this fine grain on this side, and and I was drawing on the backside. I don't know if this is how it's meant to be, but this is how I used it. As an artist, at a certain point, you just know what to do, and yeah, it looks pretty good. So art supply doesn't have to be very expensive. Again, the staplers do the work, not super expensive. This Tombow brush pen, not very expensive, but helps me a lot. I guess this does a lot of the heavy lifting. Maybe in the future I will do what I use. The brush pen helps me a lot with the blacks. Then I use some adding, but I use a different marker for other blacks. But when I just have to fill out some blacks, this doesn't, how do you say, in German it's durchdrücken. What's in English? Like if you draw on a paper and then it shows on the other side, this doesn't do this. And I have also a different pen, wait a second, which also is better than this one. Well, where is it? There it is. It's a Faber-Castell big brush pen. This is like really, has a very fine tip, and this is a thicker tip, and this is really recommended for filling in the blacks. Maybe other people do it differently. And then also my very, very cool Faber-Castell grip pen with a blue lead, as you can see, blue lead. And yeah, make sure that your rubber is very good, and and that it doesn't soak up some black stuff. Like it should always stay clean, otherwise you will smear your paper. Yeah, that's it from today. I thought this would be a 10-minute video. Now it's much longer, but yeah, that's what it is. I will keep you up to date and make a bunch of much clearer videos where I will go into the different steps, like maybe just one art supplies, one paper, how I ink, how I color. I have those videos up in the channel. I think they are my first videos I made on this channel, but maybe it's time for an update. So I wish you a Merry Christmas and a good month, and we'll see each other. See ya.